program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNNY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNNY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Morning and welcome to Today with Kashay. It's Friday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas. I'm on 2 cameras this morning. We'll talk about that later. I've got an amazing individual in the studio this morning. So first of all, I hope everyone had a happy 4th and saw the fireworks and freedom and happy independence and all that good stuff. But anyway, I've been on vacation. We had the holiday. I had actually 2. I celebrated Canada Day in Canada on the 1st, and then flew back in on the day after, and then got to celebrate independence here in the U.S. So it was amazing.
Pretty cool.
So anyway, and this morning in the studio, I have the amazing Aida Sama, get me straight, interesting how we met.
Correct.
We were, I think it was the Diva Dance, Angie Lawrence's opening.
Yes.
And
Angie.
You get a group of girls who love to dance. Angie's got us going in there, and I don't know, were we talking or?
We were talking, having a little bit of champagne, just enjoying our morning. I mean, our after. It was the evening,
afternoon,
and it was
whatever,
just fun.
yeah.
But there was a fun connection when you got there.
Okay.
That we just started talking,
Yeah.
and I made you give me your number.
She made me. She said, "Hey, lady."
I was very persistent.
And you know what? I love. I love persistence. I
Yeah.
think persistence is the key. But no, you didn't have to persist. It wasn't that
saying.
bad. No, I know. We're joking. Anyway, but it was interesting after we started talking, and you briefly were telling me a little bit about your opening the salon, and you were kind of alluded. I remember to you said, "I have this story," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, but you had this presence about you, and I remembered that. And then fast forwarding, you reached out to me, and I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't get to you right away. But then I was in Canada.
Persistence.
I was in Canada actually just this past week, and I see her message. She says, and I reach out, I call her, and we have this conversation, and I'm like, well, you're coming on Friday.
Yep.
And here we are. So tell everyone a little bit about who you are and what you're doing and all that good stuff.
Okay, so Aida Sama, and I am a Denver, Colorado native.
Yay!
Yay! And then I've
cooler
been
weathers.
here in Texas I've been in Texas for 10 years, but here in the Woodlands for 7.
Okay.
Started off in Dallas and
Okay.
then moved down here to the Woodlands.
And what do you think of the Woodlands?
I love it.
Yeah.
So I
It's kinda
tried
hard
to
not
leave
to, yeah.
and go down to the city for maybe 2 years, and I realized I'm
Yeah.
a suburban girl, and
Okay.
I like the Woodlands, the trees, the trails, the life. So
Yeah, it's
here I
very,
am.
very beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm enjoying
And
it.
you have a son?
I have a daughter.
a daughter.
I have a daughter, actually. She's 25.
Okay.
And I have 3 grandchildren.
Ooh, so you get the best of both.
Twin boys
Yeah.
and a little girl. Yes.
And awesome. And you just recently opened a salon.
I did on New Year's Eve, which was actually my birthday.
Yay.
After 7 years, I opened Studio 212 right here in the Woodlands off of
Where
Grogan's.
have you been?
I've been working.
Okay.
Building.
Well, that's awesome. And there's a story behind that.
There's
how
a
that
full
evolved.
story.
And you're on today to talk about a couple of things. One, you had, which we all talked about in the month of June. It was tragedy to try. I love that picture of you, by
That's
the way.
a good one.
Is
That's
that
the
skirt?
grand opening.
That skirt is like so
Yes.
cute. That caught my eye.
I
Like,
almost
want
wore that skirt today because I know you like bling.
Oh my God! I was like, that is so cute. Anyway, so in the month of June, it was tragedy to triumph, and I carried it over to July as well. And so you're here for 2 reasons. One, to talk about your tragedy to triumph, but also to talk about how you turned it into something amazing, and you're going to be doing it, or you're actually doing a fundraiser,
Correct.
Of some sort, food drive to help in support of that. So
Yes.
we're going to go to a quick commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about your story.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
It's time to be super again. It's beach season. Killer abs.
For fresh flowers fast, call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM. CashmanBuysHouses.com. CashmanBuysHouses.com. You're facing pre-foreclosure. Maybe you've had a death in your family. Maybe the taxes are behind. Whatever the need is, if you need to sell your house, you need to sell it quick. CashmanBuysHouses.com. Go to our webpage. We buy houses nationwide. We've been featured on all the major media channels, outlets throughout the country. CashmanBuysHouses.com. We'll make you an offer today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Good morning and welcome back to Today with Kashay. It is Friday. Kind of cool. I come in and then it's like the weekend. And anyway, but so this morning I have Ida. I'm saying it wrong. I keep saying it wrong. Sama in the studio this morning, and we were talking about when we first met how organic it was, and she reached out, and here we are today to talk a little bit more about how her story and how she went from kind of somewhat of a tragedy to an amazing triumph. So tell everybody a little bit about how that happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to give a quick history about
Okay,
it.
just quick.
Just quick.
We're going to do
Start
it
it.
because there's a long story. We could go for hours.
We could go deep, but we're going to hit the point.
Okay, let's do it.
Lived in Dallas. As I said, I've been in Texas for 10 years. Lived in Dallas for 3 years where I did have a salon, and we were building it up. And
awesome.
It was growing really well. My ex-husband's job got us transferred to Houston.
Got it. Okay.
And at the time, we weren't in the best of places, so I was going to stay in Dallas.
Wow.
And sent my daughter off to college. Well, I either had to come to Houston or he lost his job because your family needed to be where you were. And so we dissolved and sold the business in Dallas, and then we moved down to Houston.
Okay.
And once I got to Houston, then my husband wanted a divorce.
Oh, wow.
So the tragedy of that is I came to save my marriage and ended up being told he wanted a divorce.
Okay.
And now I have no job, no income, nothing in my favor.
And you'd sold the
and
salon,
I've sold
right?
everything.
Okay.
And so now it's like, if you knew you wanted that, you could have left me there.
So you're sitting there at that moment. Now, let's talk about that.
I went numb.
At that, yes. I was
I
going to ask,
went
at
numb.
that moment
I
in
went
time,
numb.
what did you went numb?
I went completely numb and kind of disconnected from myself.
Okay.
And it was a very I mean,
dark
just
moment.
know when it happened, you know. And so I'm trying to now rebuild from ground zero here in Houston,
Yes.
the Woodlands specifically. And you go from owning your salon to having to interview
Right.
for the job.
Right.
And the jobs they do not want to hire because they don't know you. You have no clientele. You have no history. Also, during that time with the divorce, although it was amicable, I needed legal counsel.
Right.
Because you still have to look out for yourself, even though you're trying to work it out. And so I had to then start looking at legal aid and places that could help give me counsel because I had no money.
Right.
I had no money,
Right.
I had no job. And I found the Montgomery County Women's Center.
Okay.
And they offer legal counseling.
Sure. And the
so-
and that center is for women
It's for
who
women.
have gone
Displaced.
through domestic issues
Yes.
and things of that displaced.
Correct.
Okay.
And I was not. I wasn't their typical client because of my situation.
Sure.
However, I'll never forget when I called and told her what was going on.
Sure.
She told me to come in, and it was an attorney who volunteered her services.
Wow.
And she sat with me for 2 hours, and she literally read through everything.
Wow.
And gave me legal advice, legal counsel in wording so that the other attorney knew that I had legal counsel.
Correct.
And that actually years later paid off because there are things that can get tied up when you're in any type of situation. But divorce is hard because you love that person, but now you're separating.
Right.
So you went from lifelong goals to...
Well, it sounded like you had, so what I'm hearing is you had a lot, you were already going through the tragedy of, number one, we're trying to figure things out back in Dallas.
Correct.
We're struggling a little bit there. You know,
Correct.
You're emotionally trying to deal with that.
Yeah.
Then you'd make a decision, you know what? That's my man. That's my husband. I'm going to go save my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You come down here. And then it's, wait a minute. This is not going to be, okay, how much more can I take?
Correct.
Okay. Now I've got to go and start and swallow my pride.
Correct.
And try to figure out, and why is all this happening to me? Why
Yeah.
am I going through this, God? I'm sure
What
you
did I
asked
do?
yourself.
I was kicking laundry baskets. Funny story. Side note.
Literally,
I only buy.
literally.
Yeah, like till this day,
I'm not doing it.
I only buy cloth hampers because I would
great.
kick holes in the.
That's great.
Anyway,
That's great.
So anyway, yes, that's exactly what I was going through, and you have the best of times and worst of times.
Sure.
And I say that because as I was going through that interviewing for jobs, I still had to work and get on my feet. I'm
Right.
an independent person. I
Right.
like what I do. And one of the jobs who didn't want to hire me, they called me to throw me a bone. You know,
Oh.
okay, we're not going to hire you, but we do have a fashion show coming up here in
wow.
the Woodlands.
Okay.
And no
Too
stylist
bad,
want to do
too
it.
bad you didn't call me. I would have, if it would have been my fashion show, I would have helped you. But go right
But
ahead.
it's okay because the fashion show, he told me, listen, I can't pay you, it's for charity.
Okay.
But if you're willing to come, you know, we'll
And
just
provide your services.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
That's fine. Well, that one guy happened to be the man in Houston.
Yes.
For all of the fashion shows, for all of the bridal shows,
Yes.
what I specialized in. So that one show catapulted me into having a career and a network.
Wow.
So that one show, I worked with him for 3 years after that.
So now you're starting to see something turn.
Something
Was
turn.
that the beginning of, or had you already started to experience the
That was
climb?
the first.
That was the
that
beginning.
was the first, and
Okay.
it wasn't until retrospect when I saw what I was doing here that I saw the dots connecting.
Right.
I never would have come to Houston, and I didn't know about the Woodlands.
Right.
So I had to come for my husband, if you will, but
Right.
then my purpose began to unfold once I got here.
Right.
So still holding on to the dream because I am a business owner.
Sure.
Now I have to just do the work here. Understand the community, understand the culture, understand the people.
What Woodlands has its own dynamics.
Correct.
Right? So
So instead of being upset, I started going, well, let me work in this type of environment and see what it's like.
Okay.
And taking steps to do something different so I could get a broader perspective of what was out there.
Sure.
But also I'm doing this to counsel myself through this, you know.
You're healing
you
yourself
got
at
to
the
heal
same
yourself.
time.
So I threw myself into my work,
Beautiful.
which made a huge difference. So you know, we went through, finished the divorce, started building. So it took me 5 years to build a clientele strong enough to go out on my own.
Great point you're bringing up. So what you did is before you started the salon, which congratulations,
Thank
6
you.
months.
Yeah.
Yay! And I saw pictures
made
of it
it,
and it
and it
looks
was
so
on my
cool. I
birthday.
can't wait to go. You actually built a base of clients,
Correct.
which is very important that you do that.
Yeah.
very, very important.
So the other part
Yeah.
is pride. You want to just go back to owning your own business
Right.
and being, oh no, I don't work for people,
Right.
or I used to have this, but Humble says, you know what, I know what it takes to make this happen.
Yes.
I've done it before.
Sure.
So let me do it this time how I really want to see it happen.
Wow.
And so I did. I spent 5 years just working on building the salon, going through everything. And this place, like you say, the tragedy to triumph, I knew I needed to be here because when I didn't even have a job, the first apartment I rented it out with me with a letter saying that my ex would pay the rent until I got a
Yes,
job.
right.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
You know, so I kicked and screamed and I stayed here, but as I started to, like I said, I did the 5 years of building the clientele and
learning the
then
market, understanding the people, getting everything in line.
connecting to the people. I met people who owned businesses that let me come in and
Sure.
style hair at the
Okay.
couture house for the girls for prom and let them see what their
And
dresses
that's
would
one
look
of the
like.
things about the Woodlands that you can attest to here is
Yeah.
very welcoming, very open, and wanting to embrace people that like yourself.
Correct.
And I think that you found that.
Yeah,
you found
I
a new
did.
home.
Yeah.
and now you're looking back.
Yes.
Take me now from. Okay, I left. This is the worst thing of my life. I come down here. Oh my God, I'm stuck in this Woodlands. Now I'm by myself. Now, where's your beauty?
So where's the beauty of
Yes,
all of that?
yes.
Well, then that would be when we came to the 6 months of the salon. So I opened it on my birthday.
Congratulations.
Thank you, New Year's Eve, and it was like new chapter.
Yes.
That season's over. I've reestablished everything. I'm
Yes.
where I was
Okay.
before I got here.
And I'm sure
right?
you did the toast, just smiled,
Yes.
fell on the ground,
The season.
looked around, pinched yourself, rolled around,
Yes.
slept in the salon overnight. This
Cried
is my
all
building.
morning, thanked God for it
Yeah,
all morning.
yeah,
I took
yeah.
it to another level with the amenities that I
Oh, I'm
offered
sure.
in there. It's like, if it cost me all it cost me, we're going to do it big.
Okay.
So then 6 months, we got to the 6th month and I was sitting outside. It was a beautiful day in June and I was looking and thinking about everything. And one of the product companies that I had revamped their packaging.
Okay.
So I had all this product left over.
Right.
Then I had another client who got married who cleaned out her cabinet.
Wow.
And she had all this product left over.
Something started clicking.
It started clicking. I said, you know what? Let me make some phone calls.
Sure.
Because I want to make sure we do something with this product. Now, when I left the legal counsel 7 years ago,
Sure.
I couldn't find them again because they have to be very private for their services.
Okay.
So I couldn't find them again. But as I'm cleaning out my cabinets and my cupboards, I find the sheet of paper
That had the information.
that said the Montgomery County Women's Shelter. So I start Googling and I call them and I call the county,
Sure.
center. And I find out that they need hair products
Wow.
for the women because
Wow.
those women, when they leave, they're leaving with nothing. Some of them have never had jobs, so they need job interviews, but they cannot get approval in their budget for
for
that
the hair
type
care,
of hair
which
care.
we know, ladies, that is a must.
Yes.
They should, okay, to whoever, the government, whatever, that is something you need to put in your budget because
You
women
do.
need their products.
And you look good and you feel there's
Yeah.
so much tied to
Yes.
just looking better
Sure.
and feeling better.
And so then you come up with this amazing, when we get back from commercial, we're going to take a quick commercial, but you came up with this amazing thing that you're doing
Yes.
for the women's shelter to raise products for them. So
Correct.
let's take another quick commercial. When we come back, we're going to hear all about that.
Okay.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
It's time to be super again. It's beach season. Killer abs.
fresh flowers fast. Call Barb's Iris Floral at 281-820-2294 with excellent customer service since 1983 for weddings, funeral services, sweet 15s, corporate events, and all occasions. For that special someone you love, barbsirisfloral.com and barbsirisfloralboutique.com. Come on in and pick out of our prestigious gallery at 727 Westmont Houston Road, Houston, Texas 77038. Text 832-466-8414. Barb's Iris Floral delivers fresh flowers fast.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM.
There's a special place in the Woodlands where you can feel comfortable opening your business. We are located at 10210 Grogan's Mill Road. Our building has a unique Vedic architectural design with landscape grounds and lakeside views, on-site management, and maintenance. We also provide free Wi-Fi and the opportunity to promote your business on 91.1 FM The Boss. This wonderful location is near the Woodlands Mall, Market Street, and just minutes from Bush Intercontinental Airport. 10210 Grogan's Mill Road, the only social media building in the Woodlands. Don't delay. Schedule a tour today by calling 713-777-7368.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNY 91.1 FM. CashmanBuysHouses.com. CashmanBuysHouses.com. You're facing pre-foreclosure. Maybe you've had a death in your family. Maybe the taxes are behind. Whatever the need is, if you need to sell your house, you need to sell it quick. CashmanBuysHouses.com. Go to our webpage. We buy houses nationwide. We've been featured on all the major media channels, outlets throughout the country. CashmanBuysHouses.com. We'll make you an offer today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay. It's Friday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and I have in the studio with me Aida Sama, who we've been talking all about her amazing stories with her struggles to triumphs, to her salon, to the women's shelter, to now this amazing thing you're doing, like fundraiser. Like, tell me all about it. Like,
like I said, I was sitting outside and I kept a journal while I was going through and one of the things, my mantra was always facing life forward.
Okay.
You know, from here, every time it's something
move
bad,
forward.
you got to face life, face it, and then move forward.
Got it.
So I'm sitting there, and then it just hit me. I'm going to do this product drive. I contacted the shelter.
Yep.
They needed the budget, and she basically told me to run with it.
That's awesome.
And at that moment, I just realized it was full circle.
You were giving.
I finally had a chance to give back to them, and
they
they
had
helped
given
me.
to you. And that is the beauty.
And wasn't looking for it; it just happened, timing and everything. And I do want to also put in here that me and my ex are on good terms, and that we did forgive each other. So I'm not telling the story to bash, because part of it is you just want to understand it's life. Right. And life happens.
Well, not everybody in the end is supposed to be what you think it's supposed to be.
Correct.
But people come into your life. I say this, and I'm going to let you talk about the drive. Mm-hmm. People come in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime.
Correct.
And we don't always know.
Right.
And what we do with that, and the sooner we can learn that, and we can embrace that, then we'll be okay.
Correct.
So then you've got this. Tell us about this.
So now,
drive.
out of that, we're doing this product donation drive, giving the ladies hair products they can't get a budget for.
Okay. And so what do we do? What is the dates and times?
It's going to run through the end of July. So all month you can come into the salon.
And give us the location.
25329 Booty Road.
Okay.
It's called Studio 212. Number 1201. We're inside of the Woodgrove condominiums.
Okay.
And you can come in there and drop your products off.
Awesome.
Our goal is to fill up a full room.
Okay.
Of every.
So from now all the way to August 1st,
you can bring in your products.
And any time, and your hours.
The hours are Tuesday through Friday, you can drop them off 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. And Saturdays, you can come between 12 and 4.
Okay.
You can give us a call. You can text us. We'll come get you. If you are a hair salon listening, you can gather the products and we'll come pick them up.
Perfect.
And also, if you travel and you have all the toiletries and the samples that you get in the hotels, those would be great.
It's perfect because they're cute little bags they can put together. So what if I want to have a hair appointment, or somebody wants to book an appointment with you?
You can do the same thing. Call the salon at I'm sorry, I don't have the number offhand.
But it's on
it's on the website, Studio 212. You can also do it online with Vagaro.com and /Studio 212.
Well, let me tell you what I did this morning. I went in my cabinet because I do like to travel.
Oh.
And I pulled out some products.
Oh, this is so amazing.
A little basket, and I've got
Wow.
more. I've got a
expecting
bag full, but
Oh, wow.
I just brought some of my favorites.
Yes, this
because
is
I know
so
ladies
perfect.
like these good stuff. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
We want the
Oh my
best
God,
of the
it smells
best. So I brought some of these, but
And this is going to be so appreciative because
Yeah.
my prayer with this,
Yeah.
I'm so excited, but my prayer is that there is someone who just kind of has a setback like I did, and just one little thing
Yep.
will give her that little hope to know it's not over.
Yes.
And you're going to come back better. And
Yes.
there's a group, there's a community, because
Yeah.
that's what I loved about the Woodlands and made me stay. There's a community that will get behind you,
Bingo.
and they will support you, and they actually care. And I've had more closer friends here in the 7 years than I had
Well, you were
in my adult life.
This is where you're supposed to be.
And I came kicking and screaming. So when it's for you, you have to just
Well, you
surrender.
have to surrender at
Yeah.
some point sometimes, and we don't always know right away.
Correct.
But like we were saying earlier during a commercial, that sometimes when we're going through that, it's because we have to get to the next level of what the beauty that's waiting for us.
Right.
And if we don't go through the tragedy, we would stay stagnant.
Right.
And the comfort of what we think is great.
Right.
But boy, do we not know great until we get it.
Right.
So you've got my full support.
Thank you.
Products, whatever, I'm going to certainly get behind you. I'll be stopping by probably for hair, probably for products and anything else that you need.
Yeah.
So tell again a little bit about just if people want to book an appointment, is it just you in the salon? Is it other people? What other services?
So it's currently I have just myself doing the hair. We
Okay.
also offer full body waxing.
Woo!
And then we have a salon suite concept. So we are going to be growing with other services, and we do offer full makeup sessions as well.
So I could just here's what I'm going to do. I just thought about it. Kashay's going to get dressed to go out.
yeah.
She's gonna have a night out on town because I just sometimes do that. And I'm gonna just go in there. I'm gonna have hair, no makeup, and just
Yeah, that would be called our glam session.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we have glam sessions, Rose Saturday and Sunday Fun Day.
Okay.
You can also get it done during the week, but you come in, you get your hair, your makeup
Oh,
done, you
you
go
kidding
out,
me?
you have a good time. Who doesn't want to get dressed up?
Oh,
when you look good,
I
you
am
feel
so
good.
the glam session girl. Because I
Exactly.
don't want to do hair and makeup.
Exactly.
I guess, as you probably saying, yes, we can tell, Kashay. I don't care to do it. And so I don't mind the dress up part. So I will definitely sign up for the glam session. Come in,
Please
come
do.
casual, get my hair done, makeup, put my little dress on,
Correct.
pop out, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, and you can call the salon 346-334-2275.
Okay.
You can go online, like I said, at Studio 212 and book online for
Yes.
the woman who's busy. And I just really want to let everybody know it's not happening to you, it's happening for you.
Yes,
And
I
it's
love
bigger
that.
than you.
Not happening to you, it's happening for
Yeah.
you. Well, thank you so much for being on. And
Thank you.
I think after the show, we'll put something up with
Okay.
all of the information. So if people want to definitely come and get the information to drop products off and to book an appointment and all the other stuff in between.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
much for letting me be here.
And thank you out there for listening. Goodbye. Have a great day. Great weekend. Bye-bye.